Look at the little you in the third screen. Look at now me. Look at the second screen. Whoop.
Mira.
No, look at me in the third screen. Look at me in the third screen.
No, pues pinche Ricky piensa. Mira, Ricky piensa que porque tiene una supercomputer se va a ver todo bien chido. Max everything up.
Mira cabrones. Okay, what were we doing again? Nintendo. DC.
Así ya, nomás. Mira, la gente nos está esperando.
Our 2 viewers.
Hey.
Star Wars.
One of them was me.
And one of them was you.
We had one legit
I have to
viewer.
admit, the other one was
The
me.
thing is, wait. We had 2 viewers, and the stats showed that at one point we had none. You turned off our video. Okay, what else? That's it?
That's it, dale.
Alright. So we are doing...
We're very live, Leo. As soon as he clicks go live, we're live. Acuérdate.
Listo?
And go back to the background.
Wait, actually, you click it right there.
And go back to the background.
Yeah, so just click
Go live
and
and
then
go back
click
to
the
the
tab.
This is backwards.
Live?
Can't we just like do this?
Or that
Yeah,
también.
that too. Ahí está ya.
Okay, you guys ready?
Ahí sale.
Háganle el chimpis.
Sin palgotes.
And then click on the tab to get the video going. I mean the animation. Yeah.
Make it big.
And
Ahí está ya. We're live again.
What's going on, everybody? Leo here from Daddy's Game Time, along with Rick and
Francisco!
and we're the biggest daddies of them all.
So
Here at Daddy's Game Time. Welcome back. It's been a 3-week hiatus. We went up to Fresno, California, where we went ahead and
we got a little
we had
notification there.
a great time at ZapCon.
Francisco's
It was
watching.
awesome. So ever since then, we've been working on ideas to improve our show. What you're looking at is this new format. We're going to go more with the semi-podcast hybrid style that a lot of people
That's gonna change.
prefer.
Don't stare into the sun.
What you're seeing
Gonna
back
hurt your
here,
eyes.
That's gonna change.
That's gonna change eventually. Once we finish setting everything up that we need to be setting, we're going to be pretty much on our computer and showing you stuff that we look at, and what we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about it and showing it to you as we broadcast it live to the millions and millions of you at home, and hopefully you guys will be sending us lots of love.
Yeah!
Rick, what are you doing back there?
Okay, so
We got more mobility now.
We
gotta.
attempted to do this earlier today.
So as you see in
and-
the title, I put part 2.
Yes, because something
We failed,
happened.
guys.
Well,
Crash and burn.
yeah, we don't have experience doing
Excuse me.
Facebook Live usually yet. This is technically our second time if we count the previous time before. And they have certain requirements that we have to follow and adhere to their TOS or terms of service, as it were. So we have to kind of go with those terms of service so that they don't shut us down.
Bing.
Plus, we had a little bit of technical difficulties because we weren't using the right resolution and streaming capabilities. as
Being
it
the
were.
knuckleheads that we were, we just kind of
Just
plowed
let's do
through
this.
it and
Like, let's not study anything about Facebook Live. Let's just do it. Let's just do
Just
Facebook
dive
Live.
in.
Dive in. Who cares about getting our toes in the water and checking it out? We just went right in there. So without further ado, we're going to be briefly talking about
Sorry,
the
guys, I
Nintendo
can't-
Switch.
I
We're going to
can't
be
get-
talking about the Wonder Woman trailer that was just released. We will be talking about the Logan trailer.
Logan.
We will be talking about the new Star Wars Rogue
Wolverine.
One and a mini review of Until Dawn. Until Dawn, why? Because Halloween just passed us
Why
by.
Until Dawn?
And that
Until
was
midnight.
probably the game of this year's Halloween to play, the must-play game. So, Nintendo Switch, it has been released. Francisco did a great video. Check it out on our YouTube page.
shut
Ah, shit.
And
High five,
it's a
guy.
great,
High five.
great reaction video. Good
You
job,
missed.
good
You
job, buddy.
missed.
You missed.
So, so
The sun is pretty bright.
we
Do
got
not stare into the sun,
more
guys.
a few more details from the rumors that were released. And Francisco, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I haven't really paid too much attention to the rumors because what I see on screen, what I saw in that trailer, I'm in love with that. If they were to sell that to me tomorrow, I paid $300 to $350. I think it's worth. I think it's gonna be how much it's gonna be, given the fact that it's gonna be portable and that you can take it with you anywhere, and it's a full-on console. Even though you disagree, I believe that it's going to be close to what current generation offerings are now. Not talking about like the PS4 Plus or whatever it's called, or the Scorpio,
The Pro.
but I'm talking about like close to the actual PS4 basic
Current
model.
gen, yeah.
So I think we're gonna have surprises with Nintendo, especially because you see Skyrim in one of the shots. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's gonna be available, but if they have Skyrim and NBA 2K, whatever it's called, with EA Sports involved, if you remember the last generation, EA said like, we're done with Nintendo because they're not up to par with current generation, and we're not willing to
That
dumb
wasn't
down.
EA though. That was not EA.
Wasn't
The
it EA?
2K Sports is from 2K.
No, but
Yeah.
it was NBA Live.
But
NBA Live, and that is EA Sports.
I think it was 2K.
No,
but
it
but
was NBA Live. I'm pretty sure.
EA is on board with Nintendo. This
That's
time.
what I mean.
They did
yeah.
say that.
So that tells you that because last time they weren't willing to dumb down their production, so to speak, and making dumber versions of their
Well,
gaming.
yeah, because you want to get
EA
your product out there and make it
Yes.
as best and beautiful
Exactly.
as possible.
Well, EA did support the Wii U
for a
at
while
first,
because
but then
they were
saw,
still supporting PS2, if
And-
you remember that. So it was
Yeah.
the same version.
and then they saw that it really wasn't going to be profitable to support it, so they stopped supporting it altogether. And I
Yes.
think that's kind of like the strategy they're trying again with this console. They're going to see if it works. If it works and then they make profit out of it, they'll
Correct.
stick with it.
Yes.
If they don't, then they'll just kind of move along. You know,
And I'm fine with that because in the end, if EA is willing to do that, then it's telling you that Nintendo's having something up their sleeve, and I can just already see it. So I don't know. What do you think, Rick?
I'm not digging this Switch idea. To me, it's like a glorified Wii U gamepad where, it looks cool. I like the concept that you can play and take it with you, but that's what the DS, the 3DS, the 2DS, whatever, that's what it is. Why wouldn't they just invent an adapter that you can plug it in to plug into your TV if that's what you wanted to do and play it on your TV?
Okay, but you have to think about the fact that Nintendo's trying to be revolutionary, and that's what they're good at.
Yeah, but have they really made a step in a new direction? They're just doing the same thing that's already out there or what they've already done before. The Wii U, you use it on your gamepad. Some games you can play it strictly on the gamepad, or you play it on the TV, like Super Mario Maker, right? You can do it either or. There's no difference in resolution. There's no added bonuses. It's just either big screen or little screen. Yes, the benefit is now you can take it with you, but what's the difference between saying, I'm going to play Pokemon on my DS, and I'm going to take that everywhere I go?
Us three, as fathers, we know that it's not always possible to sit down in front of the TV and play.
Oh, I definitely know.
This is going to be something.
But that still brings me to my thought is, I'll just get a Nintendo DS. And I'll play the games that I want on there.
But the Nintendo DS is not going to have the same power as
obviously,
the Switch.
I know, but for what it is, it's incomplete for me. I think we were talking about if the base, the dock, if it bumped up the graphics, if it gave you added bonuses, then I'm all for it because there's a reason to have it. Now it's just to charge, and I think it enhances it slightly.
It does.
But-
Yeah, when you put it on the dock.
From what I've heard and read about in the rumors, and so far I'm taking the rumors a little bit more seriously after the announcement because I would say a good 90% of them turned out to be true this time.
Internet's always safe.
So with the rumors that have been trickling out after the announcement, I'm kind of treating them with a little bit more seriousness than I normally would. And what the rumors have been is that this is powered by a Tegra chip.
Yes.
In essence, the Tegra chip gives you a slightly supercharged Wii U capability. It's not quite up to par with newer consoles. There's one thing there. But the other thing is, it's when you play it on the go, it's going to be playing at 720p. I have no issues with 720p on a little screen
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
gonna look
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's not gonna
That's,
be-
You
that's
can't
fine enough.
really tell the difference, to be honest.
Mhm.
Now, here's the thing. When you dock it, the only graphics enhancement that it's going to be able to do is it's going to upscale the video quality to full HD, 1080p. And so, in terms of the way the visuals look, they're not really going to look that much better. It's just going to be upscaled, and that's it. So, honestly, from what I've heard, I do like the concept of the whole thing of you pick up and go and play. But then here comes something that a lot of us don't know about yet. And the rumor says that the battery life is going to be somewhere between 2 to 4 hours of gameplay on the go.
And with that, that's another hint for you
So-
to know that it's gonna be a powerful machine if it needs that much power.
Yeah, but
Yes,
if
yes
I want a
and
portable
no.
machine, I want it to be have at least 5 to 6 hours of gameplay.
Okay, look at
Laptops
drones.
have 5 to
look
6
at
hours.
drones.
I mean, there's a
Look at
difference.
drones.
There's a difference. Even a smartphone, using it for video, right? Because if you use it for texting, calls, and whatever, you're not constantly using it. But if you're using it for video, you'll notice your battery's gonna just
Exactly.
as it goes.
Mhm.
2 to 4 hours, I think is
So you guys are okay with a portable console?
Yes, I
That
am.
Well,
plays
okay,
two,
I
but
am.
2
I
hours.
am.
but you also have to
You guys
consider.
crazy, man.
But you also have to consider.
Cuckoo.
Now, I'm not saying because I'm for the idea. I'm just saying it sounds reasonable to me. You're
Yeah,
going to be playing
it's-
this
it's
on the
fine.
go.
You're
Where
not gonna play 2 hours
where
straight out in the bus.
where on
I
the
mean,
go
come on.
exactly? If you're in an airplane,
If
you've
you're
got
in
a
a
charging
train,
station.
if you're in an airplane, if you're driving from San Francisco
Do not
to
drive
LA,
and play.
Driving while
Do not
playing.
drive and play.
Come on,
well,
dude.
let's be honest here. This is gonna be marketed at
right,
teenagers,
but, I mean,
young adults,
but-
and children.
but think about
Nintendo
it.
makes children games.
Everywhere you
Children,
go,
like at least just one of those demographics is gonna be driving. The other ones are gonna be free to
yeah,
play whatever
but
they want
everywhere
on
you
their
go,
drive.
you've got a charge station now,
Well,
easily
I mean,
accessible.
I
Trees probably
understand-
have a charging port next to
I
it.
understand that, but 2 hours, I think most people would agree with me. I think 2 hours would be unacceptable for a console that's being touted as a mobile console. I mean, come on, guys.
I know you want to get the max out of it, but that's kind of like you have to sacrifice something.
You remember
to
the
get that.
Sega Game Gear?
I do.
That's
Sega Game Gear.
But that ran
That had
on
2 hours.
that ran on regular batteries though. It didn't have a battery pack. That was regular AAA
Yeah,
batteries.
AA.
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was
Double
a
A.
ton of
They
those
didn't
batteries
have
that
three
it
It
ran
was
on.
like
back
4 or
then.
6 or whatever.
Yeah, it was like 6 batteries that it ran on, and it ran out of juice in 2 hours.
Yeah, but how
And that was-
powerful was that? That
was
wasn't.
part of what led to its demise.
But okay, I mean, if you want to get into that topic, then you're gonna also consider: do you want your kid sitting for more than 2 hours straight playing a game? You're gonna want them to take a break too. So that kind of falls within those guidelines
Hey,
too.
look, batteries die. You're done.
Yeah, exactly. Time limit. Out. Go play
yeah,
outside.
so I mean those are like some of the pros and cons that
I think
I'm
2 to
seeing
4
with the
hours is okay
console.
of battery life for it. But again, not that I'm siding with the console, that's saying that I love it, that I'm going to get it.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's a reasonable.
Oh, I'll come out and flat out say it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna pre-order it.
I like your hair.
I'm going to pre-order it, but the reason is because Nintendo kind of already hinted at the consoles being low in numbers as far as production numbers go, and so I think we're looking at another
so would that,
scheduled shortage
like
of
when
the
the
console,
like when the Wii came
like
out?
with the Wii, and they're I think going to be reselling for ridiculous numbers, and I need some money.
But doesn't that kind of also indicate that they're not sure how well of a success that's going to be? That they have to limit?
A lot of experts are saying that this is do or die time for Nintendo because
I don't know, Nintendo.
they say they won't be able to realistically continue making consoles and games, even though they do have the money to do it. But they say that realistically, if this fails, they might just consider their options at going to the mobile phone market or bringing their games to other consoles.
Multi-platforms.
Yeah.
Basically do what Sega did, right?
Exactly. So
You
that's what they're saying.
Gotta step it up,
I
Nintendo.
think though Nintendo might just be stubborn enough if this is a complete failure to try one more time.
Dang.
I
So
think
basically,
they might-
bite the bullet
they
and
might
just
be
say,
stubborn enough.
"We've got enough money to just keep going."
Mhm.
Dang, that's kind of
Yeah.
risky. But I don't know. I'm not. Maybe later on when prices drop for this console, then I'll probably get it.
They
but
still have roomfuls of that Wii money, that Nintendo Wii money. So
See, I don't know.
They're
They're-
never gonna run out of
like-
money because let's
they're
face it, they've been in business since what, the 1800s?
yeah,
However long
that's
that's
true.
been, so-
Mhm.
Nintendo's
So-
been in business since the 1800s.
Oh, yeah,
That's
dude.
right.
Yeah.
1800s.
Really? What did they do back then?
Game cards.
Game cards, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, like
That's why Pokemon was so successful back in the day because they already knew that business.
They already.
Yeah, even though it wasn't theirs, but
It wasn't
still,
Nintendo.
they knew it and they invested.
Was
in
it a different name? Did they go by
Game
something
Freak.
else? Game Freak.
No, Pokemon.
Well, no,
Nintendo's always been known as Nintendo.
No, they sold classic Japanese card games. Think of like
Awesome.
almost like blackjack cards, but whatever.
Speaking of
they were
old
playing-
Nintendo, what about the
Nice.
remake, the mini Nintendo?
Oh, dude, I so want that so
I'm
bad.
looking forward to
You know
it.
what? I already told my wife. I told everyone. You know what? Christmas is coming, and
Yeah.
it's what, $50.
Do you think it's gonna be sold out?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Mm.
The thing though that I was disappointed to learn, and somebody over at Reddit already opened up the machine and
Uh-huh.
noticed that there is no way to add more games to it. What
Right.
it is what you get. But
See?
if they are able to unsolder the SD card where the games are, they may be able to reprogram it and actually add another attachment.
But
so
have
you
they
can add more
mentioned
games.
anything about a possibility of like download content where at some point you can plug it in and download more games to it? Because 30 Nintendo games
they
is a
already
lot,
said,
but
they already said
that's
no.
not
That's
enough. That's like you want everything on there, even if you
I
don't
know.
play, you just want them.
I know, but you know what? Even so, the thing that attracts me the most to it is the fact that you can do pixel perfect. All
Mhm.
your old games
Yeah.
will have a perfect looking square for
That's
each
right.
pixel.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio
Yeah.
on each pixel.
So all those
And
8-bit
it
games
makes
look
a
nice and
big-
round. And
Well, no.
You
it
know
looks
how-
like it ends up looking like Mario now.
They look crisp. I don't know
Yeah,
if you've
no, I
seen
know.
some of the footage online of the comparison shots between emulators and this mini Nintendo. I mean, and I'm not even talking about like
Nintendo.
I'm not even
Nintendo.
talking about like the PC emulators. I'm talking about
Oh,
the
yeah.
emulation on the
Black-
Wii U.
Black hole guys.
Sal
Black
is
hole.
watching. Sal is watching us right
Talking
now.
about,
What's up, Sal?
Hi, Sal. I'm talking
Love you,
about
bro.
the emulation from Nintendo themselves that's on the Wii U.
Mm.
It's not a perfect 1-to-1 pixel for pixel emulation. And this, compared to it, looks much crisper, much
Yes.
better.
And it has the other filters as well that it will make
Yeah,
your
it does
TV
have the filters.
look
Mhm.
like your old TV with the scan line.
All
so
the
that's
grainy,
really kinda cool.
dude, that's
Yep.
pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
kind of
Yep.
retro-ish.
And the other coolest thing about it is that for the one weekend on the release date of the Nintendo Classic,
But it's
we're gonna have the old help hint line from Nintendo.
But
it's gonna be
it's
pre-recorded,
right?
but you will be able to hear people's stories as they were trying to, pass on the
Right.
labels and
That's really cool, actually.
It's
I
a
kinda
very
like that.
nostalgic kind of feel to
Yeah.
it. So this is really going to only hit with people of our generation
Yeah.
and slightly older.
80s.
You know what I
80s
hate though? Now that you're
kids.
speaking of that, I saw a review of this YouTuber. I'm not even gonna say her name, but it's a chick that's probably like in her early 20s. I'm gonna say.
Mm.
When she reviews the Nintendo Classic, she goes and makes this comment. This is my childhood. I'm like, B, that is not your childhood. Because no,
bleep.
she wasn't even born when the Nintendo came out, so that's not it. No,
Super Nintendo was
Maybe.
already
Who
out.
are
Maybe.
you fooling?
exactly. So I'm like, wow, that was pretty. Look,
Okay,
family watching.
So we
The
got
whole-
to move on, switch topics real quick.
Sal is saying that the whole family is watching. so-
Excellent. What's up, guys?
What's up, dudes?
So
Send
we're
us
gonna
some comments.
machine our
We
machine.
got a
We
little
got to
chat
machine
over
gun
here.
our next few topics because we took way too long
Yeah.
on this Nintendo.
So,
Next.
what were we going to talk about? Movie titles.
Our movie background. That's a good topic. No,
Nebulous. Wonder Woman.
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman. You
trailer
guys saw the trailer.
dropped.
It's out there. We tried to show it to you earlier, but the Facebook guys
Not having
They-
it.
Not
no.
having it.
See,
Not having
we have
any-
to learn how to use this Facebook Live. This is our first time using it. We are hoping that we can actually get a good show going, because we notice that most people watch over Facebook.
Right.
Not so much in YouTube, not so much in Twitch. Facebook is where it's at.
It's
Yeah, so I saw the
can
Wonder
do it.
Woman trailer. To be honest, I'm not a big Wonder Woman fan. I liked her in Batman v Superman, and this one just looked like, oh, that's cool. I'm probably gonna wait for it to be released on Blu-ray or something. But yeah, I don't think it's.
That's fine.
It looks like a good movie.
I waited
But
for Suicide Squad.
I don't think it looked great enough to be, watched
That
in the
great
movie
in
theater,
the movie theater.
to shell out.
I will tell you this much.
Yeah.
The story is spot on from what I've seen on the trailer. I do like DC animation. I always said that DC animation is better than Marvel animation. Live action, Marvel wins. So I've been watching a lot of DC animation the past few weeks, months even. And the actual Wonder Woman
By the way, I saw The
introduction,
Killing Joke. Excellent movie. Excellent.
the Wonder Woman story is spot on with what the movie is showing. So I'm excited because of that, because finally DC is listening to what the fans want and not trying to make something different with their origin stories. Kind of like what's happening with Harley Quinn and the Joker. And like Harley Quinn never fell into a pot of acid, but that's another story. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. What about you, Rick?
I gotta be honest, I'm not too crazy about Wonder Woman.
No?
And the whole Batman versus Superman kind of tarnished all of what DC has in store. Kind of like
That was like their pinnacle. And I will tell you, and this is the same thing I told my wife, is, you know what? When you're looking at Marvel, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and then now Iron Fist,
coming soon.
they're being introduced little by little. But Suicide Squad, boom, they're right there.
Here's everybody.
Have it.
Yeah. It kind of has like that Batman versus Robin feel, where you get too many big characters on screen at once without really developing them to the point
Nobody
where we
beats
see them
Tommy
there.
Lee Jones as Two-Face.
Oh, God.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, Academy Award winning Tommy Lee Jones.
That is true.
Mhm.
And Jim Carrey
No
as a
Country for Old
Riddler.
Men.
So, moving on, Logan
Another
came out,
comic book story.
and I could not care anymore for another Wolverine movie unless it's
It's
The Last of Us disguised as a Wolverine movie, which I am
Seriously.
totally looking forward to it.
Seriously.
It's gonna be so good.
To all of the,
it's got that feel.
God, it's
The Last
even
of
the
Us
look though,
starring
like
Wolverine.
Logan looks like that dude.
Did you hear the soundtrack in the trailer? That's
and
that's
the
The
little
Last of
girl,
Us. That's
it's like-
one of the
I mean-
best, my favorite game of all time. That's for sure.
I mean, The Last
One
of
of
Us is
the
a good
best
game.
games of all time.
I'm not gonna deny that, but it kind of hits a topic where it's kind of
Why did our background stop moving?
no, it's actually like moving very, very slowly. I
I
think
thought it died.
it's
No time lapse on that one.
Earth is like right
Okay.
there. So
Okay.
with that theme that it had, I mean, it's a general theme, right? Apocalyptic, way back, or who knows what the timeline is. Logan
looks old actually, so it
that's
must
what
be
it is.
like
It's
This is
yeah.
supposed
Thousands
to
of
be
years
based
like
off of
God.
the Old Man
I mean,
Logan series, which
That
is
was Professor
basically
X, right? The guy that's in the truck, in the back of the truck,
You know what? Well, okay, yeah, Charles
Yeah.
Xavier.
and he looks really old.
So
he's like
the thing is, if
yeah.
if I remember correctly, according to story comic book wise,
story comic book wise.
Logan in this
Yeah, see?
series killed I don't know how many of the X-Men, right?
Yeah, because he's the timeline got split because they
Days of Future Past and
Fox messed with
whatnot.
the whole deal.
So
it's like,
they busted a reverse Back to
Yes,
the Future.
Exactly.
So
So now Logan is not necessarily a good guy.
Logan is he's always had that shadowy, shady kind of past where he's kind of fighting for something that he believes is good but goes wrong about it.
Okay.
Right?
yeah.
So he kills and whatnot, and he's an
But
assassin.
now he's like an actual.
So Old Man Logan is basically just him in the future, no friends, no allies. It's just him kind of wandering with all this regret and just all this that he has to carry his burden, basically. So with Charles Xavier being there, to me, I take it's kind of like a mind game where he's talking to himself, kind of.
Oh, okay, that you could be onto something there.
So
yeah.
it's not so much that it's an awkward or skewed timeline. It's just now him facing what he's going through. So it's not going to be The Last of Us, but yes, it does have that feel, that solitude, that just being alone out in the, you know what I mean?
That insurmountable depression.
I love Wolverine.
Of that time.
I love Wolverine as a character.
We have a comment here that I guess Sal's been trying to get a hold of you on the phone.
Oh,
like. But you know what?
I'll call you later.
We're making a quality show here for you.
We're streaming live, bro. So I love Wolverine. I love that character, and I think what was the last one? Wolverine. The one in Japan, whatever that one was. That one was okay.
I actually enjoyed that one. The thing that I didn't really understand was that his claws were actually made out of bone back then, or
no. He remember he grew bone. That was his mutant ability, whatever he.
And
grew
the
his
claws were later when
adamantium was added.
He was captured.
So, anyways, so that was good. Weapon X. There you go. So I like Wolverine, and it's awesome. I'm not looking forward to seeing a series more of Wolverine, but this one kind of will probably be the end. Like we're done.
That's it. And he said it himself. This is the last time he plays Wolverine.
Yeah, so this is like a good closing to...
Although, he did put it out there. If Marvel picks up the rights of the X-Men and he can fight the Hulk, he'll be back in the hard
Oh, nice.
So, that'd be awesome.
Well, in the MC universe,
it does happen. Mm-hmm. Yep. So,
you guys listening out there?
Speaking of that, now we're going with Doctor Strange, right? That's the latest Marvel movie.
Doctor Strange.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen
it.
I have nothing to say about that movie.
We were planning on going yesterday, but, dumb me, I looked at the times wrong, and I was looking at 3D times, and that wasn't working out. So then we planned
Which, by the way, I've heard that the 3D version of the film is the best.
Yes, but I'm still not paying like $20 a ticket for 3D.
How much 3D?
It's expensive.
I've never seen a 3D movie.
I don't understand why they still have 3D. Extended trailer. So basically, we didn't get a chance to see it because we have to plan our afternoon around an infant, and that's not working when you don't have enough time.
Right.
So with that said, maybe next week.
Maybe next time we'll talk about Doctor Strange. Moving on to Star Wars Rogue One. Francisco, what's the news on it? I have purposely been staying away from the trailers because I just want to go in with a blank mind to see this film. No expectations.
I've been accidentally avoiding it.
Well, I will tell you that one thing I was skeptical about this movie because it's not the main story. We know that it's like a prequel to Episode 4. It's the story of how the rebels stole the plans to the Death Star. But, you know what? Call me biased, whatever. I am actually excited that Diego Luna is in this movie. Mm-hmm. Because now they're expanding, I guess, quote-unquote, races in the universe. Now we have black people. Lando's not the only black person in the universe, in the galaxy. And now we have a Mexican dude. We have, different ethnicities, so to speak. So that's kind of cool. The other thing that I'm excited about is that Vader.
I'm seeing little hearts going across our screen.
Yeah,
Thanks for showing us love, guys.
Thank you. So basically, I'm excited about the fact that Vader is actually going to be in it. They already said that he's probably not in it for a whole bunch because it's soldiers against Jedi. Or Sith.
Like so a cameo? Like a quick little...
It's going to be like an extended cameo. I think is what's going to happen. Oh, whoa, look. It's that movie.
We're back.
We're back.
So
maybe it did stop? Did it stop?
I think it did stop.
It's back. All right. So basically, to those of you joining us, we were talking about the fact that we're doing this brand new Facebook Live and we're still working out the kinks. Next time when we stream live, I think we're going to have a better idea of what we're going to be doing. So for now... moving circles.
moving dots.
Yes.
Right now, just...
Go ahead. In your mind, you know what? Just blast some music on your headphones and just...
Yes. But they won't be able to hear us.
They don't need to hear us.
Okay. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I mean, it's a good thing that they're not rushing the actual main Star Wars story.
Yeah.
Like they did with Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and all that. That was one year after the other. Mm-hmm. They're actually putting thought into it, and I'm okay with watching an alternate Star Wars story. And
we need that.
Speaking of that, they've announced the young Lando Calrissian for the young Han Solo movie. Cool. And it's going to be Danny Donald.
Danny Trejo. You hear it here first.
No, Donald Glover. Did you ever watch that show Community?
Machete.
I haven't, but I know who you're talking about.
So it's a black kid. Yeah, I mean, Lando. Come on. So that's cool. I mean, we'll
Lando's
see
one
how.
cool dude.
I guess we're gonna be able to see how
Cool
Han
guys.
stole the Millennium Falcon. That'd be kind of cool.
How we won it in a card game.
And the parsec, how many parsecs? 12 parsecs.
It's
So Halloween just passed. I hope you guys had a great Halloween.
Yeah, it was cool.
And what I think should
Oh, my brother's
Become-
on. Hey, brother.
hey money, what up?
what's up, bro?
What I think should become a Halloween tradition in every gamer's household, every gamer who's 18 or over, or close to it. Until Dawn. What a great game! I just beat Until Dawn this week. I was playing it
Didn't we already
because
talk about Until
of
Dawn?
Halloween.
No, we didn't.
And,
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry.
He's thinking about calling
Did
his
the
family.
middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours?
Yes, it did. Continue.
Until Dawn is
Can I finish?
one of the greatest horror genre video games of all time, I think. Because it's not so much of an action game, it plays completely like a B movie. Kind of like, think of, what's that, Ash? Like
Evil Dead?
Evil Dead.
Yes.
It plays kind of like an Evil Dead, like meets
Hail to the king, baby.
like in terms of its it's Alone in the Woods group of, except this is a group of like college age kids that go on there and
Cabin in the Woods.
no, not quite. It's
That movie
different.
was whack.
That
It was.
And
Sorry, continue.
I like that movie. Anyways, so it's this group of kids and stuff starts to happen and
Stuff.
I can't really say exactly what happens because it's gonna
Stranger
be different. It's gonna be different for every single person that plays
How?
it because
Oh, it's a
if,
different outcome.
if you make one decision,
Follow your own story.
think of that game we love very much, Heavy Rain.
Oh,
Remember Heavy
okay.
Rain?
Yeah.
That they love very much.
It's in that spirit of
Mhm.
Heavy Rain. You make one little decision here,
And
and,
it
it's
affects
gonna
the whole
branch
story.
out,
Mhm.
and it's gonna
Okay.
like affect a bunch of different points,
How long
and
ago?
it's gonna affect. It's going to affect who actually survives at the very end.
So
of
you're
this
calling
game.
the shots, literally.
So it's
Mhm.
literally
What was
gonna
that?
change the storyline as you play through it.
How long
And
ago
it's
did this game come out?
Really, really good. It came out just over a year ago.
Right? Okay.
PS4 exclusive. Sorry, PC Master Race.
Yeah, seriously.
Burn!
Damn.
Hey, I'm good with my Skyrim.
High five himself.
We have Skyrim on PS4
Do you
do.
have?
and PS3.
Do you have remastered?
And on yes, we do
Yeah,
actually.
PS4.
Just released.
He goes
Take
away.
that, PC Master Race. Anyways, so it's a great game. Great, I think, game
Experience.
to revisit every single year
Also,
because
that you can get different.
yeah, because I think
results of
every
that.
year you're gonna get
How-
something different out of it.
How long of a game is it? Like, is it a quick?
It's not
playthrough?
very long. It's actually I beat it
We're
within
talking about
I
like
think
a Resident Evil, like a 3-4
7
hour.
to 8 hours of gameplay. And
Okay.
I took my time with it. I didn't exactly rush through.
You
the
know
whole
what
thing.
DGT does need?
What?
Some reactions to survival horror, some jump games. We
Yes.
We
gotta
do.
Hey,
we gotta
we
throw
tried
that somewhere.
once, and I think we have like some old footage of me playing
Oh,
that
yeah.
weird game.
That would have been
No,
great. We need
I
to
think
do that
we-
one
I-
day.
I- sometime.
I think we tossed that idea. Well, that particular video because it was just horrible. It was like too dark. You couldn't really see.
Dude.
The whole point was to see our reaction, and it's like black. You couldn't see nothing.
But that game was weird though. You gotta. I mean,
Yeah, that game was
what
pretty
is
weird.
Evil Within?
Evil
I-
Within
Even
from
with
Capcom.
it was pretty twisted. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's another
it's a
game we
good
gotta
game though.
play,
It's
right?
a good game. It's a good
I
game.
stopped playing it. I gotta
Okay,
play.
so that was it. That's our show.
Mhm.
One little thing I want to do. I keep looking over to our side. I don't know if you noticed, like you moving
It's
back
because
and
that's
forth.
where our comments are.
We
So
are looking at our live feed.
And
We're
we have a
looking
lot
at
of-
all the thumbs
We love it.
thumbs
Thank
up
you.
that we're getting. Thank you so much.
I'm not
and
milking the
I
cow.
just
I'll
wanna
stop
see-
jumping.
Everybody watching at home, if you could just click real fast on all
Like-
the little hearts, all the likes.
Like,
I just want
fall
to see how
asleep
many
doing this.
we can get going
Oh,
all
yeah,
at the
let's-
same
let's
time.
get it
Just
going.
boom, 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 boom,
Oh,
as
that's
fast
awesome.
as you can. Aw,
Thank you.
thank you guys. So,
If you got multiple logins,
so with that said, thank you very much for joining us for today's show. I know it's been something that's a little different, a little bit awkward at times because it's new
It's
for
our
us
first
too.
time.
It's our first time. Thank you very much for joining us.
stick
I'm
with
Leo,
us.
along with-
We're gonna get better. Rick.
And
Francisco.
remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. That's on YouTube, also on Facebook, also on Twitch.
Over there.
Oh yeah.
All our social media.
Over there.
Like, what are they looking
Do not
at?
stare into the sun.
It's out
Yeah.
there.
You
Yeah.
can also reach us at our Twitter handles. Right there. You can see mine right there in the middle. Whoop, there we go.
Oh, do you need? There we go.
Right there.
Oh, there we go.
And enjoy your games and love your families. Until next time, take care now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.